It's incredible how football has the power to change everything in a matter of seconds. A single move in a completely different stadium, an unexpected result in a match no one was paying attention to. And just like that, the fate of an entire season can be flipped on its head. And that's exactly what happened with Newcastle United. The final round of the Premier League was an emotional rollercoaster, and what seemed like a bittersweet ending suddenly gained a touch of glory, all thanks to an unlikely hero. But what's really behind this surprising twist? There's more at stake than you might think, and the upcoming season could bring changes even the most optimistic fans didn't see coming. Before we dive into the real reason behind the euphoria taking over the Newcastle dressing room, I've got a quick reminder for you. If you're a passionate Magpies fan and want to keep up with all the hottest updates, reliable transfer rumors and in-depth analysis, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It helps our work grow and keeps us motivated to bring you top quality content every single week. Back to what brought us here. Just picture it. The team had pretty much come to terms with a Europa League spot. Players were walking off the pitch with disappointed expressions. Fans were saying their goodbyes to a long, draining season. And then, out of nowhere, boom, Manchester United pulled off the unexpected. 2 goals that, for them, meant very little. But for Newcastle, they were a golden ticket straight back into the Champions League. The irony. It was a direct rival that opened the door. Football, once again, delivering its signature drama and unforgettable twists. But not everything is rosy in the north of England. The season may have ended in celebration, but behind the scenes, things are still heating up. That's because, while fans were celebrating the return to Europe's elite, one of the squad's most important figures decided to speak out clearly and honestly about what's coming next. And no, we're not talking about just any player. We're talking about a midfield cornerstone, a fan favorite, and a player who's been crucial since arriving on Tyneside. He chose to open up and his message was aimed straight at the Newcastle board. Midfielder Bruno Guimarães made an urgent appeal to the Newcastle United hierarchy. In an interview with Sky Sports, the Brazilian didn't hold back when talking about the club's future. While proud of the campaign, he made it clear that the current squad is still far from where it needs to be. "We've improved a lot, but I don't think we're at the level I want yet," he said, with refreshing honesty. On the surface, it may sound like a typical post-season comment, but it's much more than that. It's a serious message. Unless the club invests heavily in the upcoming transfer window, they risk stagnating or worse, falling backwards. And Bruno didn't stop there. He went further, pointing out that the squad, while talented, is too thin. "Next season, we'll need more players because I think the squad is a bit short," he added. Anyone who followed the injury crisis throughout the year, especially during the European run, knows exactly what he means. Newcastle suffered a lot, missing key players for long stretches. And still, they pulled off a heroic qualification. That speaks volumes about the team's potential, but also highlights, in no uncertain terms, the urgent need for reinforcements. If you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know that Paul Mitchell, Newcastle's new sporting director, has been planning this summer window for months. The good news: the club could have up to £150 million to spend, a hefty amount that could bring in some real star quality. Mitchell is determined to move quickly and secure key signings early in the window to avoid past mistakes where rivals got in first. And that's exactly why Bruno Guimarães' message hit so hard. He wants quick, decisive, and strategic action. And if you want to follow every step of this behind-the-scenes action, don't waste any more time. Subscribe to the channel now and turn on the notification bell. Here you'll stay up to date with every confirmed transfer, ongoing negotiation, and hot rumor, all backed by reliable sources like Sky Sports, BBC, The Athletic, and other respected media outlets across the UK. Back to our main man, it's important to note that despite his demands, Bruno Guimarães showed clear affection for the club. At no point did he talk about leaving or express any dissatisfaction with the city or the fans. Quite the opposite, in fact. He made it crystal clear that he's happy at Newcastle and wants to keep contributing to this ambitious project. That in itself puts an end to recent speculation linking him with clubs from Saudi Arabia. At least for now, Bruno seems fully committed to the Magpies. But of course, keeping him satisfied means showing ambition, and that doesn't just mean signing 1 or 2 players. We're talking about a long-term project. A solid squad build that can withstand the marathon of competitions ahead. Let's not forget, Newcastle will be playing the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and now once again the Champions League. That means they'll need stamina, they'll need depth, but most of all, they'll need quality. In a recent press conference, manager Eddie Howe also made it clear that strengthening the squad is a top priority. "Speed is crucial for us," he said, highlighting the importance of acting fast in the transfer market. He stressed that in football, hesitation can be costly. You think you've got time, but before you know it, the opportunity is gone. In other words, the pressure isn't just coming from the players, it's coming straight from the coaching staff as well. And if you want to understand how all of this is going to unfold, you can't miss the next videos here on the channel. We'll bring you updates on every negotiation, targets on the club's radar, inside info from board meetings and more. So if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. With just one click you get access to the hottest updates and help grow our community of passionate Newcastle United fans. It's worth remembering that in recent windows, the club already secured some big-name signings like Sandro Tonali and Alexander Isak. Now, with the Champions League as a bargaining chip, the board hopes to attract top-level players. Being in the world's biggest club competition is a powerful selling point, and Eddie Howe knows it. It's a selling point for us now, the coach admitted. It's a chance to sell the dream to future players. And you, fan, can start dreaming as well. With a strong foundation, a passionate fan base, and an ambitious sporting project, Newcastle United heads into next season with one clear goal, not just to take part in the Champions League but to truly compete. And to do that, Bruno Guimarães' plea cannot be ignored. He represents the voice of the squad, the hope of the supporters, and the hunger to see this club reach the next level. So, what do you think, Newcastle fan? Do you agree with Bruno? Do you believe the club really needs to bolster the squad with more depth? Or do you think the current group has what it takes to go toe-to-toe with Europe's biggest teams? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're keen to hear what you think. And of course, if you haven't yet joined our community, subscribe now and help this channel keep growing. This video was based on information reported by Sky Sports, supported by official statements from Bruno Guimarães and Eddie Howe. Everything we've shared here comes from real interviews, public declarations, and trustworthy football sources. No empty rumors, just facts, and a genuine commitment to keeping Newcastle United fans informed. So if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave a like, share it with other fans, and once again, subscribe to the channel. The season might be over, but the drama is only just beginning, and you won't want to miss a single moment. See you in the next video.